Hey guys, what's up? LiftyMan190 here, coming at you with a review of a now 172 aircraft. I'm gonna go back to the B-52 in some later date, because I can't ignore this anymore. Even though I did two today, I can't ignore this anymore. This thing is just insane. This is the Hobbymaster 172 scale. Sukhoi Su-34 Fullback. This thing is insane. I've wanted a 172 Su-34 for, I don't even know, like 10 years. The Gain Corp one it's been so expensive. I'm not sure if any of you guys are familiar with Gain Corp, but they're another 172 military manufacturer, die-cast aircraft manufacturer, but their stuff's rare and it's kind of expensive. Not that this wasn't, but because this certainly was cost a pretty penny, but oh boy, was it worth it. I don't even know where to start. I guess maybe just the cockpit area. The Su-34 is like a long-range bomber variation of the Sukhoi Su-27 flanker air superiority fighter. It's a great Su-34 is just, you can tell here. You can see the two helmets are side-by-side seating. It's all two-seaters side by side. You got, just because it's so big and heavy, you got beefed up landing gear. Original Su-27 models had a single nose wheel. This is a double, although a lot of the Su-30s and 35, 37 have doubles up front. But where you really notice it is back there with those double bogies on the main gear. That is ridiculous. But yeah, we'll start up here with the nose area. This is detachable. So you can put the pilots in. Just kind of sits back into place. The red 03, probably mission markings, number of missions completed for this particular aircraft. Got some pitot tubes and sensors right there. One of the things I really think is so cool about some of these Russian planes is the whole thing with these canards. It looks like with the 3 sets of wings. That's out of focus. There we go. I just think that's so cool, crazy. I did not. Now we'll get back down here. I did not put the full gear out. It's just too complex and too time consuming and delicate, the part of weapons falling off. So these two go kind of you can see back closer to where the gear leg is. I just decided not to put those on. Alright, we'll look from the side. I think the side profile of the thing is one of the coolest, out there for a fighter type aircraft. Fighter bomber, as this would be. We got 2 vertical tails, the red 03 Russian star. I don't really speak Russian, but I do know that means Russian Air Force. Registration RF 95803. You got your wing, the star. So I'm assuming this is all sensors. I like the plane, but I'm not 100%. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with the plane itself, like the specifics. So I'm just assuming that's sensors. I'm pretty sure this is radar. This is much bigger than a standard, even Su-35 or 37. They all have the thing that down the middle that comes back, behind the engines. But this is big. I'm pretty sure this is radar. Not certain on that. We've got some big engines back there, the power to push this big plane through the air. Let's move it around. back. Very, very nice. I love this model. And when you put it up next to like all your other, or like when I put it up against all, or up with, whatever you want to say, up with all my other 172 military aircraft, I mean, this thing just stands out. It's just so, like, the color, because everything else for the most part is like either like, it's like toned down, like green, gray, like U.S. Air Force. Even this even sticks out against my Slovakian MiG-29, which is, digital camouflage, so that's not exactly like your standard, airplane. Anyways, so this is a 30mm cannon right there. Just hard-hitting gun. Although not as hard-hitting as the A-10. Alright, that's about it for the airplane itself. Now let me pick it up and we can look at the weapon load that this thing comes with. Just want to get a good hold on it. Alright, so looks like we got basically a cruise missile down the middle there, bombs under the intakes. I think that's another cool thing about these different Sukhois, is that they have the bombs, or just the racks, weapon racks, on the bottom of the intakes and the engines. And more bombs on the inboards. Middles have air-to-air missiles, and then the outboards are also air-to-air missiles. And what's really nice is when you have this like cruise missile thing in the middle, if you can tell, completely hides the stand hull. Somewhat similar, I feel like it's similar to the whole thing that they do with the F-105s, where the stand hull is also a weapon rack. I think that's cool. And here, speaking of the stand, it's a big fat one. Even compared to some of the bigger airplanes from the past that they've made, like the F-22, it's a bigger stand than the F-22. And even this has a Su-34 Fullback little plaque on it, so that's really cool. It tells you what plane it goes to. Now, for the $130 something price tag I paid, it better. And then, just in case you want to keep it clean but not on the stand, it does have a little plug for the stand hole that, it's not a cruise missile. So right there, that guy goes right in there. And these are for gear up. When you want to have it, just a gear up. Which I do when I have it on my, in my collection, because there's a MiG-29 and an F-16 right under it, so I prefer to not have it, it's kind of, hard, not hard, but like hard pressed for space up there. So yeah, maybe I'll quickly throw the gear on, or take the gear out, just so. Take the, let's see, doors, come on, doors. I mean, we'll just call it that, not mess around with the closed doors. Looks pretty cool, I think. And so, maybe we'll knock the weapons off the one side, just so you get kind of like that's what it looks like, clean and loaded. So yeah, that is the Hobbymaster Sukhoi Su-34. This is definitely a long video, longer than I really wanted to, but I knew this was probably going to happen because it's the Su-34 and it's so awesome. So without further ado, I'm going to end the video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. It's one of my favorite models by far. Please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.